Oh, good day. This is Archdeacon Knowles, assistant priest at St. Anne's Church, Fox Hill, New Providence, Bahamas, and welcome. The family, to me, the foundation is crucial. It's just like a home, just like a house that is built. It has to have a strong foundation. And so without a foundation, the family will not be strengthened. And so there are values, there are things that must constitute the foundation of a family in order for it to be good and strong and whole and sound, like values and customs and traditions. No matter how the world changes, there must always, the foundation remains the same. You may do repairs on the side and adjustments because of the cultural differences around, but if the foundation is not there, then the family definite fabric will not be able to sustain the rolling tides, I would say, that we have now in our world today. But with the solid foundation of values and customs, like manners and attitude, as long as that's established, the family would stand firm. I would say that, the internet and technology is some of the things, and also you have single parent families today. And before there was like a culture where extended families took place. So Grammy took care, Grandpa took care, cousins and aunts, all of them took care of the family. So because that was the case, it was able to survive. But with children bringing up themselves, with technology assisting with this process of growth, it cripples and it stops the attitude and altitude that you would want to achieve, because the values, again, will not be in place in terms of the family structure. So the challenges are very, very great. That's why faith is essential. Now, faith simply means trusting in God alone for our salvation. People trust in other things, and that is why there's a brokenness in the fabric of the home. But trusting in God, understanding who God is, understanding that He is supreme, understanding that in God there is truth. And because truth exists, when one's attached to truth, one will be able to sustain by truth, because it never changes. And so faith is essential in order for the family to survive. I would like to say that we would have to move out of the four walls. Evangelism, I think, would be the key. Even as a small child, I remember street meetings, people on the corners sometime, and then you have people coming to visit you for one reason or the other. That's important. We need to reach out now. We need to reach out now so that we can be what I normally say counterculture to the world, so they can see the difference in us, and because of that, change will take place. But because the difference is not seen in us, even sometimes we're not manifesting the values that we propagate. We need to manifest that. We need to be an example and a pace setter so that the world could follow suit. So my thing is, the change is necessary for us to go out of the four walls, to evangelize more, to bring others to Christ, to teach people what Christ is, and also be a living example for them to follow. Yes, what advice would I give to parents who are trying to raise children in a world that is so different from the world they would have been brought up in as well. I would say, first of all, to them that they must keep what they believe is true, true. You know, you cannot comply to the world that you believe is contrary to the understanding of the values and the customs. You can't have a cold feet either. They must see you as manifesting what you believe is truth, and don't get cold-hearted or don't become trepidated by it, but allow yourself to manifest that in this culture that we now live in. If you feel good, do it. You have to show them that no, it is more than feeling, it's being. So parents, in order to combat the culture that we now face, has to be that stand of truth and value and virtue and live up to it, even if it feels difficult. Because the saints of old did that. A day like today, we celebrate the feast of St. John the Baptist, beheading of John the Baptist. And he constantly rebuked vice. And he stood up for the truth, although it meant persecution. Sometimes we must do so. But when you bring up a child with that which is that you love, you must realize that even in love, there's pain. But no pain, no gain, if you want to remain steadfast and true to the one living God who taught us what is truth. Thank you for joining us at this time, and I hope you enjoyed this short talk, and may you be blessed forevermore. Amen.